anything. If you will do this thing for me, I will again feed and keep your flock. Let me pass through all your flock today, removing there all the speckled and the spotted sheep and all the brown ones among the lambs and the spotted and speckled among the goats, and these shall be my wages. And look what Jacob said. So my righteousness will answer for me in the time to come. When the subject of my wages come before you, everyone that is not speckled and spotted among the goats and brown among the lambs will be considered stolen if it's with me. And Laban said, that it were according to your word. Laban said, boy, you stupid. Yeah. There are not that many of those kinds, so you can have that. Oh, you can have them all. Yeah. You can have them all. And so Laban said, you crazy, Jacob. And so they make the agreement. But I want you to know, a part of growing up, you got to change. A part of growing up is that you reap what you sow. Amen. Jacob had deceived his father Isaac. Yes. Payday was coming. Payday was coming. He deceived his father, and now he's been deceived. He said, Laban changed my wages 10 times. So in order to grow up, you got to have to reap what you sow. You got to face the fiddler. Yes. Amen. You play the music, you got to dance to it. Amen. So he stole Esau's blessing, and now he's reaping what he sowed. Amen. 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 The next point that you need to know, in order to grow up, you got to serve somebody. Yes. Yes. And the person you serve is not determined by you. Yes. It's determined by God. Yes. Laban was a trickster. Laban was a master trick. I know you, Jacob. I know you're a trickster, but boy, I've been playing this game so much longer than you. Yeah. I'm from the streets, man. That's right. You're just a boy. And some of us from Florida want to play you street. You're not street. Go to New York. Go to Chicago. That's street. Come on. And LA. You're just playing. You don't know what the street is. That's right. I'm a master trickster. And so, let's go back to chapter 30. So, in 38, and so, Job does 37. He took those rods of green and poplar, almond, chestnut tree, peeled white stripes in them, and exposed the white which was in the rods. And the rods which he peeled, he set before the flocks in the gutters, in the watering through where the flocks came to drink. So when they should conceive, they came to drink. So the flock conceived before the rods, and the flocks brought forth streaked, speckled, and spotted. Drop down to 41. And it came to pass whenever the stronger livestock conceived, that Jacob placed the rods before the eyes of the livestock in the gutters, that they may conceive among the rods. But when the flocks were feeble, he did not put them in, so the feebler were Laban's, and the stronger one was Jacob. Thus the man became exceedingly prosperous, and had large flocks, for female and male servants, camels and donkeys. He had nothing. But because he chose to be a servant, yes, and because he chose to obey the plan of God, he increased. Yes, it did. Yes. Watch this now. Verse 31. Now Jacob heard the words of Laban's son, saying, Jacob has taken away all that was our father, and from what was our father has acquired all this wealth. They weren't complaining when Jacob was slaving. No. But now all the wealth, we're talking about wealth transfer. And when you're a son, wealth follows you. Yes, it does. Yes. And so we got to get in the mindset that I don't want to be a child no more. If I want my inheritance, I got to be a son, so I got to get the wealth transfer. Yes. Wealth comes with sonship. Yes, it does. Yes. Amen. Amen. Then Jacob said, look, Laban's not too favorable for me now. And the Lord tells Jacob to go back to his homeland. Yes. So he gets ready to go back. And then he says to his wives, and you know that with all my might I served your father. He gave it all he had. He gave it all he had. And yet your father had deceived me and changed my wages 10 times. But God did not allow him to hurt me. You will get served without getting paid. If you want to be a son, you will get served without getting paid. You will have to wait till God pay you at the appointed time.
That's true.
Because you're not working, he wasn't working for Laban. He was working for God.
Yes.
And so when you begin to see you're working for your employer, you're only going to do so much because that's your employer.
Yes.
8, what, 5? I get off at 5, 4:45, I'm done.
4:45.
I ain't answering no more phones. I'm done. I'm taking my break, and I'm going to wait and walk out the door. That is you working for a man.
That's right.
Because you're working for the man going to reward you according to your labor.
That's right. Yes, yes.
But if you see yourself working for God,
Yes.
that if they call, if I need to stay for another hour because I'm working for God,
Jesus.
I'll stay an extra hour.
Come on.
Why? Because I work in excellence.
Yes, yes, yes.
And if you don't work in excellence on your job, I guarantee you're not going to work on excellence in the church.
Amen.